Okay.
And also, like, it was great because then I could a load of guys because I wasn't living at home anymore.
Ryan, can I jump in? Just
Sure.
'cause I don't know if that story, it'll still be there. And not to be the wet blanket, not to be the whatever, but it is so hard listening to it because it sounds like it's a nice ski resort. You're there, hot tub, sauna, whole bit. It was a resort type situation. And I'm literally thinking about my two sons, you know, we're going to play in the pool. We got the daughter on the way. We got all this stuff. And it's like, if they were to see something like that.
Oh, it wasn't it was it a private, like, house?
Yeah.
But thinking about how, just on that scenario though, like, let's just say we walked by, me and my 3 kids, and they saw that, how would that make you feel?
It wasn't like
Well, I think she stated that.
Yeah, it was at, like, a private chalet, and the hot tub was just theirs. Like, it wasn't like a resort where, like, there's families there and stuff like that. I'm not doing anything in front of kids. I'm not doing.
You're not doing anything in public, correct?
But to say that though, the average age that a young one starts watching is 8. And so saying I'm not doing anything.
Things in front of kids.
She just said no.
But she is.
No, on.
But then shouldn't that be the parents' like
But
their
honestly,
obligation?
Tell me how this makes you feel.
Okay,
Lily.
but before we did give a warning before the show that we don't want to discuss like young people.
Then we can just end it on this. We can end it on this
Thank you.
of just an answer, a truthful, honest answer of just how would that make you feel
Yeah,
when they're
that
watching.
totally makes me feel sick. Like, of course, I don't want anyone underage watching my content, but that is also not really fully my responsibility. It is the parents. It is, you know, their guardian or just their education.
I think about Brittany De La Mora, former actress in the adult industry. She stood up to this. She is speaking up against it. And we think about education, how much that can help. I'm not going to say the word. Blockers on our phones.
Yeah. And I
all
do
of
think
these
the community could do more to, you know, make sure that only people over age are watching.
But that's kind of the crux of it all. If I could give you $100 million, or if I could say you could save 10 marriages, 10 self-deletions, and 10 women being, you know what.
But as an
What
actress,
would you
I can't
take?
do shit. Like,
No, you can.
Okay.
I really don't think it's her fault though, because there's
out
thousands
of
of
our
other
control.
girls doing it too.
No,
so
no,
if
that's
she
not what I'm
stops-
saying.
Yeah,
What I'm saying
it's
is
not
what an
gonna
inspiration she
change
could
the
be
world.
if she spoke up against it. That's what I'm saying. And,
Still
and
not
if it
gonna
could
change
help
anything.
those people, would it be worth it?
It still wouldn't
I-
change anything.
Yeah, I just
It
don't think
might not change
Yeah,
something.
you're just discrediting yourself. You're believing that you can't make any type of difference. But how does any movement start? It starts with one person. Manny stood up and said to me, "Hey, I have a problem and I need help." And we've been able to see the impact that that's had on hundreds of families, hundreds of couples. You know, and it's very easy to sit there and just discredit yourself and say, "I can't do anything. I can't help the world." You can change the world, and it starts one person, one family at a time, finding healing, and people being willing to stand up and say, what's happening right now is not right, and what's happening to children's minds is not right, and you can make a difference.
You guys have a fantastic mission. It feels a little bit like a non sequitur though, because we're talking about her promiscuity, and I would like to try to attempt to stay focused on the topic at hand. So let's perhaps return to that. So you were saying how let's see, where were you? You're telling us about the hot tub, or you're telling us about uni, your
Sorry.
uni experience.
I'm not laughing.
So, I mean, what was that, you know, looking like?
Just having fun, going out a lot and sleeping around a lot.
Okay. And so,
And I'd obviously just started OnlyFans, so I was like, I earn enough to be able to like support myself. And yeah, it was just so much fun. I actually really enjoyed the uni.
Why
even
did
though I
you
didn't do-
decide to start doing OnlyFans? Like, what was the
You know what? I
impetus?
had wanted to do it for a while when I was with my ex-boyfriend. And then I broke up with him, and I was like, yeah, why not start it? I already had like a slight platform. I don't want to be like, oh, I've got so many followers. But I already had like a slight platform on Instagram. And I thought, like, you know, I can make some.
If OnlyFans didn't exist, do you think you would have stayed in university, gotten a degree, and like got a more traditional job, or what do you think you would have done?
Probably. I definitely think it was OnlyFans that led me to doing porn, definitely, because I realised how much I enjoyed it. That I was like, yeah, I want to like do this even more and stuff like that and grow more. But yeah, I don't know, maybe like. But then again, I was like, I don't even know really what I was doing in uni, and I went to one lecture, so I can't say I wasn't enjoying it.
Do you think that for other girls, it sounds like you've been successful in the industry, but like for other girls who are maybe wavering, like, oh, should I, you know, go get a license and do cosmetology, or go get believe me, I'm anti-college, I'm anti-degrees, but like, you know, stay in university and get whatever degree, or I could just drop out and go to OnlyFans and make a bunch of money, which again, statistically, not necessarily a true narrative. Do you think that that's sort of a risky path?
You know what? I have like a ton of not a ton. I have quite a few girls come to me every so often and say, I really want to get into the industry. Like, I want to start OnlyFans. How do I do this? How do I do that? Like, what do you think? Should I, you know, like just asking for my opinion. And I do always say, please think about it so much, because like.
Do you give them your referral code on OnlyFans too?
Well, if I set, well, first of all, I say, really think about it. Make sure it's something you really want to do. Like, you know, talk to your parents about it and make sure like people, you know, you're not going to get like, I don't know, just have a good think, because it has a full impact on your life. And then, you know, I let them think about it, and if they still want to go through with it, then yeah, of course I'll offer up my referral code. If they're not getting off me, they're going to get off someone else. Like, it's not, but if they really want to do it, then yeah. But I always say, like, it's not as easy as what people make it out. No one's successful not many people are successful
I think
overnight,
that's the real sinister nature of OnlyFans, and it sounds like you guys aren't necessarily perpetuating the myth, but that it is just like easy money. And I think that that's just like it's PR, for lack of a better term, wet dream for OnlyFans.
Some people obviously like do get, you know, like the people who are already famous, but like it's I'm not saying I've got the hardest job in the world or anything like that, but it's hard. Like I work hard, I'd like to say, but I'm not saying like I've got the hardest job. But yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks online, because people just think you take a few photos and then, you know, you're set for life, but that's just not the truth at all.
Yeah.